claim his citizenship. I am completely in love with this series. Jordan is currently stuck in the bathroom. I once again... Hello my angels, welcome back to another video. My name is Ro and today we are kicking off a new reading vlog for the first time in a long time. So since my exams are all finished, I have decided to practice self-care, and this week that means me reading the Nevermoor trilogy. Now, I call it this, but it is a series. There are more books coming after these three, which is Nevermoor, Wondersmith, and Hollowpox. I am actually recording this beginning clip at the end of the week because I had forgotten to actually do a beginning clip, but so I am actually currently halfway through Hollowpox, but you are going to see me kind of rewind, time travel back to the beginning of the week where I am getting my tattoo, and you are also seeing me start Nevermoor. Now, with this video today, I am actually really excited to tell you guys that I have my first ever sponsorship, and that is with Ana Luisa. So this brand is an American brand. I think they are set in New York because their Instagram is at Ana Luisa NY. Please go check it out if you want to see any more pieces. But today they have sent me 3 pieces to show you. They are a sustainable jewellery brand. They are committed to sustainability and basically just taking care of the environment and everything that they do. And actually, I will admit to you guys, like, I, in general, don't wear a lot of jewellery because I feel like a lot of jewellery in general is quite bulky and I feel like it's kind of like always in the way, but these pieces I've actually been wearing throughout this week, and they're so lightweight, they're so simple, and they just really accent like what you're doing and what your outfit is doing. I know I'm kind of in a hoodie today, so it's not really like fashionable in any way, but even that, it just adds a little bit of like pizzazz to my look. And to be honest, after being in a revision hole where, you know, I'm just inside all of the time, not really like taking care of the way I look, something like this has really like given me a bit more confidence again to like go out and about and dress nicely and look nice. So they come in these like little pouches, which are I assume recyclable and like are made from recycled materials. So they come in like little pouches like this, and I have 3 pieces to show you. The first one that I have is a little ring, and I actually really like this. And as well, a lot of their jewellery is gold, and I used to not like gold. I used to always say I'd only ever wear silver, but this is this piece. I will show up on the screen as well the name of it and like where it's come from on the site so that you guys can look at it as well. But this fits really nicely. I think I got a size 9 just to be safe, which was the biggest size that I could pick because I wanted it on a middle finger. I didn't really want to put it on my ring finger because I obviously have my engagement finger on the other side. I think this just really looks nice, and I have quite a few options like on the site that you can like layer rings and make it like a really kind of central piece, and I just think it looks really cute. Like, it's really like in a video, like you can just see it like, oh, it's just a little ring. I do also have, now I don't have my ears pierced because when I was 12, I actually did have them pierced and they got infected and I got really scared because I didn't know how to take care of a piercing. I was 12. And so they've sent me this little kind of like ear cuff. I'll show you it there. I'll get George to zoom in. It looks a bit like a septum piercing from here, but what this does is essentially, now I'm trying to do this in the viewfinder, but it has gone on fine. Essentially, this just fits right in there, just hugs your ear and kind of fakes a piercing look. I just think it looks really cute. I like have never had anything on my ears ever, and this genuinely has made me think about possibly getting my ears pierced. Although if you look, like my ears kind of stick out from my head a little bit when I put my hair up, so I think I've always been a bit self-conscious. But if I have something like this, I do feel like my self-consciousness would go away a little bit. And the last piece I do have to show you are a pair of earrings. Now, I picked these to show off because A, they are really pretty, and B, they really tempted me to get my ears pierced, to be honest. Now I'm going to show you these on the cardboard first. So these are the celestial earrings. I'm going to get Jordan to zoom in for you because if I put them too close it'll get blurry. These are the celestial earrings. They are so dainty, so cute. I genuinely, like, I will show you now what they look like. I will have to put them over my ears because I do not have them pierced. Now do keep in mind here, obviously I've put them over my ears. They're not inside, so they wouldn't look quite as bunched up as this. But to me, these are so dainty. If you did have them, they'd obviously be like there. You can kind of see what they would look like that. So they're not fully in my ear there, but I've kind of just placed them on top. But to me, they look so cute. And honestly, like, it's so weird seeing myself with earrings on. And I think they look really pretty. And genuinely, I might get my ears pierced just so I can wear these because they look so gorgeous. And as well in with like the daintiness of the ring and the earrings, like these are all gold, but you wouldn't think they're gold. They're not such a gaudy gold like a lot of jewellery as you see like in the shop. It's very dainty. It's got like white gold kind of on top, little like diamonds in them, and I just really like them. I'm genuinely like so pleased with how they look, and like the little kind of shake you get with them is so cute as well. So yeah, so those are the pieces that I've been sent by Anna Louisa. I just want to give a huge thank you to them for being my very first sponsor. It should be the very first thing you see in the description. There will be a link there. I'm going to tag Anna Louisa NY. Make sure you check out their Instagram as well. That will also be in the description because that will have a lot more pieces on there. Check out their website, and I obviously will give you a link to all of these pieces as well, like specifically these pieces. Honestly, especially these celestial earrings, like I feel like a lot of us on BookTube are very like witchy, weirdy women. And celestial stuff is just right up our alley. And even this, like the way this is shaped, gives me witchy vibes. So yeah, you are now going to time travel back and see me start the beginning of the week. And then you will also see me, Sunday's Rowan, reading Holopox later on. So yeah, my apologies that there have been kind of 2 videos missing this week. Well, technically only Thursday was missing. This vlog was meant to go up yesterday, but I didn't end up being able to read Holopox in time, and I wanted to finish the book for this vlog. So yeah, you're about to time travel back, and I will see you again, like, at the end of the video. Hello. It is Monday, and it is finally time for me to start doing my vlogs again, because I have been completely out of action for all of November in terms of vlogging, reading, doing anything. So this week I have exams. I have an exam in 3 hours, in fact, right now. As of right now, I have an exam in 3 hours, which is terrifying because I do feel like I don't know enough for it. I'm praying for like nice topics to come up. If I get lucky, I get lucky. If I don't, I don't. It's kind of, you know, there's nothing more I can do. I mean, I'm going to anyway. For the next 2 hours, I'm going to do questions. But in terms of the amount of work I've put in, it has been a lot, but it's felt like nothing has stuck. If you are on my Patreon or if you follow me on Twitter, you will have seen me constantly tweeting about this. And hopefully I can finally shut up about it to you guys, and I won't have to reset anything in March, because if so, you will be hearing about it again in March. But hopefully I will pass both of these exams. I have one today and one tomorrow. I am feeling a lot better for tomorrow's one. Today's one is the harder one. Yeah, I am just starting off this vlog with a clip of me not at my best, I'd say, but I'm hoping that the vibe of this vlog and my mood in general will increase so that by the end we all feel really good and we all are having a great time. Because this week I'm going to be doing my exam today and tomorrow. After my morning exam tomorrow, I plan to go to Waterstones and read. And then George is going to meet me for lunch. We are going to go to Yo Sushi, which I haven't been to in 2 years because of the pandemic. And then also the fact that there isn't one in Swansea. So there's that. And then Wednesday, I am going to get a tattoo. So I will take you with me there as well. Thursday, I am doing reading sprints in the day on my Patreon. And then I am doing D&D in the evening. Friday, I've got Patreon sprints in the evening with Beth and Spoops. And then Sunday, I'm doing a watch along for the first 2 Spider-Man films, the MCU ones, on Patreon as well. So a lot of Patreon stuff this week because I've had to squeeze stuff in around my exams. And yeah, I think my first books that I'm going to read this month are going to be the Nevermoor trilogy, or the Morrigan Crow, whatever you want to call it. I'm going to reread the first one, and I'm going to read the second and third, and that's going to be like my act of self-care after these exams. So I think that's what I'm going to do. I've actually gotten Nevermoor on audio because I listened to the sample on Audible and I thought it sounded really good. I thought the narrator sounded really good. And I thought I'd just try the audiobook considering I've already read it physically. I think when I wander around Waterstones, I'll be listening to that and just like sit in the cafe for a bit whilst Jord finishes uni and then comes to Brum. So yeah, that's kind of the plan for this vlog. I don't think I'm doing anything else, so this may be a long one, maybe a short one, but I will update you how I'm doing with my reading in terms of Nevermoor and my thoughts on the new books, although I have forgotten quite a lot of the first book, so may get some new reactions on that as well. I've forgotten like all of the plot. I am really excited, and I'm genuinely just excited for these exams to be over. Like, even though I have 2 hours now until I have to like drive there, I just want it to be done. Like, I want to do it right now. I just want it to be over. Need to go over some cash flows questions though. I know 9% of you won't know what the hell I'm talking about. Long intro. I just thought I'd say hi because you've kind of only seen pre-recorded videos for the past couple of weeks. Nothing like in the moment. So, I've missed you guys. Hope you've missed me too. And yeah, I will update you when I have done something else, I guess. See you later. Hi everyone, I am at the tattoo studio. I'm talking to my phone. I'm here with my tattoo artist. You should all check him out. I will have his stuff in the description. It's up in Glossop, which is near Manchester, which means Spoops, you are near him. I know you have a tattoo artist already, but he's real good. I'm going to show you the design. You can kind of see it there. So it is Rayman. There we go. Gonna do lots of clips today of it being done. I'm here all day. I've listened to a lot of Nevermoor yesterday after my exam, and on the way up here as well I listened to the audiobook. The audiobook's going real well. I hope you're enjoying the music. But yeah, I will update you later. You will see a few clips of today, and I will see you again when I finish Nevermoor. Hello my loves, it has been a hot second since I've updated this vlog. Well, actually it's only been 36 hours, so it is now Thursday night. I've just watched I'm a Celeb for the night, so I am ready to get to bed. But I thought I would update you because on my drive up to get my tattoo and on the drive back, and also during a little bit of it, I listened to the whole of Nevermoor. So I listened to the whole of the first book. I once again... Sorry, my camera fell. I am sitting in bed and you are also on the bed. So this is the first book. If anyone doesn't know anything about this book or this series, genuinely, even if you are not into middle grade, if you are an adult and you genuinely don't read middle grade or like you've never really been into it, I would 100% recommend reading this. It's essentially like the new Harry Potter kind of thing. I feel like this world and these characters can fully give you that nostalgic experience that people have been looking for and people don't want from Harry Potter anymore, obviously because of the way J.K. Turfling has been. This isn't going to be a discussion about that, but obviously everyone knows what I'm talking about. And the thing is that Harry Potter gives you this such nostalgia and such like happy memories and just like this wonder. And really, wonder is what this series is all about. In fact, wonder is a tangible thing in this series, and it is kind of powers the whole world and the whole thing about the villain, and that is that he is the Wondersmith, and he can use wonder and shape the world around him, basically. That's kind of the villain of the series. But in the first book, we follow, obviously, Morgan Crow. She is a cursed child. She is cursed to die on the eve of her 11th birthday, I believe it is. Yeah, she turns 11. She's meant to die. Instead, we get Jupiter North, who is this funny looking man, who saves her, essentially, and takes her to Nevermoor. However, her place in Nevermoor is tenuous. She has to get into the Wondrous Society in order to, like, kind of claim her citizenship. In Nevermoor, otherwise she would be deported, which is a weird thing for a child to have to be deported, but she has to do trials to get into the society. So I will just show the hardback again for anyone who has not ever seen it, because all of the hardbacks are like this. I love them so much. This has genuinely given me the nostalgia, the wonder, the whimsy that I could ever want. This was a reread for me. I did read this, I want to say 2 years ago. I definitely read it before the sequel Wondersmith came out. So this may have been either early 2020 or late 2019. I think 2019 was when it came out, so it could have possibly been then. But it could be 2017, actually. 2017 this came out, so I think I read it in 2019. I surely must have been, because I did a top 10 of last year and this wasn't in it. This is going on a tangent. Anyway, I love this book so much. The characters that you're introduced to, and even like the beginnings of friendships and the beginnings of characters that obviously will get developed in the sequel, are just incredible. And the friendships that Morgan makes, and like the pity and empathy that I feel for her having grown up, just being hated her whole life, being blamed for everything because she's cursed. It's genuinely incredible the way it's written, and I feel so much for her, and I'm so angry for her on her behalf. And when people are treating her badly as well, even in Nevermoor, you know, you get bullies and things in school and blah, blah, blah. It just made me so angry on her behalf, and I wanted to defend her. Truly, I saw so much of myself in her, and I feel like a lot of kids will as well, and even a lot of adults. So genuinely, I would just recommend this to anyone. I had forgotten a lot of the plot points, but I remembered the main bits and the end. I had just forgotten just kind of the build up to the trials. I remembered what the trials were, and I kind of had forgotten her best friend and stuff. I remembered the cat, the Magnificat, called Fenestra, is a giant talking cat who is incredible. I love her. Just to come back to the fact that I listened to this on audio, I think that the narrator for this, Gemma Whelan, is one of the best audiobook narrators I've ever listened to. And I have a good fair few of like my favourites. She has shot straight to the top because she was so good. She knew when to do a different accent and it always worked. She not only did different accents, but she did like different voices. So she made her voice sound high-pitched, low-pitched, like gave it a lisp, gave it, you know, when you can't roll your R's or like something like that to a character. And it really, really makes the characters so distinct in your mind. Oh, and it was just really good. I just think her performance was incredible. And that's the reason why I've chosen to get the next two on Audible credit already, but also to continue the series on audio, because obviously I read this physically first, and I was planning to just continue them physically. Having listened to Gemma Whelan do this one, I am now, as of today, I am halfway through Wondersmith. So yeah, this is Wondersmith. This is the sequel. I will show you under the dust jacket. This is under the dust jacket. Beautiful. I really love the W, like the W for the Wondrous Society. It's also on the end papers. I genuinely think I like might get that tattooed on me. I genuinely think I really would like a Nevermoor tattoo. And I think after finishing this and the third one, I will be completely entrenched and will want a tattoo. It'll probably be quite small, like just the W, with like the wonder around it, but still, I'm obsessed. With this one, I think I'm just over halfway. Oh yeah, so I am page 213. So that is pretty much halfway. This is what I've read. I am really, really enjoying this. It is now set in like a school setting, and that's like my second favourite thing after Trials is a school setting. So Jessica Townsend is truly just giving me everything that I want with this series. I just think the covers are incredible as well. I do actually really like the American covers, but in a very different way, and like for different reasons. But these ones really like stick with me. I'm already mad that I have to wait another year for the fourth one, and I'm only halfway through the second. But yeah, man, even towards the end of the first one, I got that kind of creepy, actually kind of scary vibe from the villain. And like with middle grade, obviously it's middle grade, so to a lot of adults, a lot of middle grade villains can seem kind of like, not like toys, but kind of just like, oh, haha, like there's no real stakes, or like they're not really that scary to you as an adult, or they would be for a child, which is obviously why it's written for children. But I did feel very creeped out and very like, oh my god, this man has like killed people and will continue to kill people, is happy to continue killing people. What the fuck? Like, about the Wondersmith. And it's just like genuinely, like genuine fear for these characters and genuine fear for Morrigan. And I haven't had that in the middle grade yet that I've read as an adult. So I'm very excited to see how anything continues in this one. I do have about 3 hours left on the audiobook when it comes like actually sped up. I think it's more like 6 if it's not sped up, because I listen about 1.75, so it's approximately 2 times speed. I just thought I'd pop in and give you like quite a long update about what has been going on. I will show you pictures here of my tattoo. I got a Rayman tattoo. It is one of my most nostalgic favourite games from when I was younger. Rayman 2 and 3 are my favourite games like from when I was a kid. If no one really gets that in those 2 years, that's fine, but I really, really love my new tattoo. I've been taking care of it, and today I had Patreon sprints and they were really nice. I had Rachel, one of my deities, on. That was really good. And tomorrow evening I'm doing Patreon sprints with Spoops and Beth, so that'll be really fun too. I'm genuinely just really glad that my exams are over, glad that I can have a bit of a lie in every day, not waking up at 5 a.m. to cram for exams. And yeah, I'm truly having self-care by reading these. I'm really enjoying it. I'm hoping after these ones to start the Christmasaurus, because I have all 3 of those. I know you guys have seen me stressing for like a full month, so apologies for like that coming across at all on like videos and Twitter and things, but obviously I can't help it. But hopefully from now we'll have a really nice Christmas. You're going to see me read the rest of this on all of Holoparks. And it's just going to be a good time, and I'm really enjoying vlogging again. It's been a while since I've vlogged my thoughts as I've gone on a video. So yeah, I will update you guys again probably when I finished Wondersmith. I think I'm probably going to go to sleep now. Maybe I'll read for like half an hour and then go to sleep. Finish it tomorrow morning and then start Holopark straight away pretty much, because I just really want to read this series. And I'm excited to update you and see my thoughts. So yeah, I'll see you in a bit. Bye. Hello my loves, it is now Friday and I have just finished reading Wondersmith, and it should come as no surprise that I've given this 5 stars. I am completely in love with this series. I think, and I know I said this in the last clip, but this is certainly like 100% for me a contender. I don't even know, like to replace Harry Potter, to be like the new generation's Harry Potter. And I hate when people comp things to Harry Potter, like, oh, the new Harry Potter or the new Hunger Games, blah, blah, blah. But this, genuinely, the amount of whimsy in it and the like just the right amount sprinkling of danger and kind of dark elements that are happening with kind of the events that happen in this book. I'm not going to say anything because it is kind of a spoiler about like kind of the what this book revolves around. Like, it's not just Ezra Squall or anything. There's like another element that comes into this. We learn a lot more about past Wondersmiths and what they have done with their powers, and either have they helped the community, have they been evil like Ezra Squall, lots of things like that. Really, really enjoyed the school setting, even though technically we didn't get to see many classes. I'm hoping maybe we can see a bit of that in the third book, maybe a few more classes for Morrigan to do. The first book took place over an entire year, so it kind of was from Eventide / Morningtide, which I think is like January, all the way through to Christmas, and just after. And this took place spring to Halloween, and like a week or so after Halloween. We didn't reach Christmas in this book, but it seems to me that it may be going like a year by year basis, which I would really, really love, considering that there's meant to be 9 books, or at least Jessica Townsend is hoping there's going to be 9 books. I think 6 are planned and like bought at the moment by the publisher. I would love to see Morrigan grow up and see like these darker themes come in later books. Obviously this may change when it comes to Hollowpox. I feel like I might have read somewhere that Hollowpox takes place only over a couple of months, so perhaps maybe it's not 1 per year and she won't be that old by the end of the series. But I would really genuinely like to see Morrigan grow up. I don't feel like a lot of middle grade does that. Obviously it happened with HP, but in some others that I've read, like it feels like it doesn't really take place over years. So I would really, really love to see her grow up, possibly maybe even just to age 16. Like I think that would be good. Then you could have like a possible romance come in or something. I don't know, but I'm loving this so much that I just can't get enough of it. Jessica Townsend at this point is going to be an author by author for me. So I guess when she does finish this series and starts something else, or maybe if she starts something else like in between as well, I know a lot of authors do that, I will be buying it immediately no matter what it's about. Really, I can't even speak, I don't even have any words, but I really love the new characters we get introduced to with Morrigan's the other 8 in her squad, and just like how they become closer, how they don't really accept her at first, and by the end, like the way that they interact with each other, and especially like the character development for Cadence. Honestly, it's just, I don't know how many times I can say to you guys that it's just so good and I really need you to read it. As I'm reading these, getting so frustrated that the next one is over a year away. Sorry, it is under a year away, it's in October next year, so 10 months. 10 months, that's all. I'm so in love. So in love. Today what have I done today? I have woken up late. I have gone to get my Tesco click and collect, 40 minutes late, which thankfully the food was still there. Picked up a load of Jaffa cakes because I felt like eating Jaffa cakes. I'm on Patreon Sprints tonight with Beth and Spoops, lovely little collab there. That's going to be super fun. It is about 6:30 now, so they don't start till 8. So I'm going to get a head start on Hollowpox because I really, really want to finish it ASAP, but I also do want to rush it, which is annoying, but I do really want to finish it ASAP because I do want to film tomorrow morning because I've got loads of stuff I want to do, including like cleaning my library and reorganizing all of my shelves because I just hate the way that they're set up and I have so many books to fit in. It's gonna be crazy. You'll probably see those next week because my library is a tip. An absolute tip. So that's gonna be fun, but I'm hoping to do that early tomorrow morning. Then goes to the laundrette, then I've got D&D in the afternoon, and then I don't think I've got anything on in the evening, so I'm hoping to finish Hollowpox, get a good chunk of it done tonight, and maybe like stay up a little bit late to read it as well. It is a 14.5-hour audiobook, so it's longer, obviously it's a longer book than the other 2, and if I listen at 2 times speed, that's still 7 hours. I feel like that's quite a long time, so I'm maybe gonna have to I don't know how I'm gonna do it, to be honest, but we'll try. I will check back in with you guys in a bit because I'm going to read some now and then go on sprints. So I'll probably update you before I go to sleep on my like ongoing thoughts on Hollowpox as I've started it. And yeah, I'm having a really great time. I'm so happy. It's genuinely making me feel such self-care vibes after my exams. So yeah, I'll see you guys later. Hello everyone. It is Saturday night. I've not finished Hollowpox yet. The vlog was meant to go up today, but I've been really busy. And Jordan is currently stuck in the bathroom because the door has decided that it doesn't want to work, and the handle will go down, but it won't actually move the actual thing that makes the door shut. So yeah, not quite sure what to do, to be honest. The door just does not work. We think Jord can probably fit through the top window in the bathroom because he's very skinny. But then obviously after that, we need access to the bathroom. So that's an issue. Obviously as well, I've taken off one eye of eyeliner and not the other. So apologies for looking like absolute shit right now. How are you doing, Jord? Jord?
You calling me?
Yeah. How are you doing?
How am I doing?
Yeah.
Well, as well as I can be, I'm fucking trapped.
My phone nearly ran out of battery as well because I filmed so much this morning, and I was about to go to bed and Jordan rang me from the bathroom and it was on 2%, so if he had not rang me, I don't know if I'd have heard him shouting for me. Oh, okay. I'm going out the back so I can pass Jordan a screwdriver and some pliers and stuff so that he can take the handle off, because I just rang my brother and he's a carpenter and he said that's what we need to do. So that's what we're doing.
So here I am inside the bathroom, trapped. Completely unexpected. Sadly, the door handle and the latch have decided to part ways, so I respect the decision. How's it going? I'm also filming.
You're filming as well?
Well, I thought I'd get an inside view.
Okay, inside scoop from George as well. Oh my god, George, you've covered up the back door with a load of cardboard. We hardly ever unlock our back door. I can hear him talking to his bloody camera.
So yeah, this is me inside. To be honest, it's not that bad, you know. I've got a lovely looking bed there for my bed for the night, which is great. I've got a source of water, got the sink, even though the water in England is gross. I've got everything I want. You know, this is kind of like a little studio apartment, so this is great.
Give me a sec. This is Jordan's job to get rid of.
I've left a load of boxes by the back door because we never needed to go out there, obviously, until now. Getting stuck in the bathroom was never a plan.
Look at our back. We've literally done no gardening ever. Oh my god, I can't even see. I'm gonna have to use you as a light, guys. That's next door's like, oh my god, is that an Amazon parcel? There's an Amazon parcel on the floor! Do you think he's lobbed it over the thing? Oh my god, here's the bag, the whole bag.
Oh great. Well, I don't know if the screwdrivers are in here.
Well, what do you mean? You said you keep them in there.
Well, there's some in here though.
You said you keep them in there.
Yeah, well.
Where are they then, if they're not in there? Right, well, there's a bloody Amazon parcel. Oh my god, it's 2 Amazon parcels.
Really?
Yeah. They're in a bag so that they're not wet. They're probably presents from you guys. What the fuck? Like, what the actual fuck? It's just... I've been getting George to open them so that I don't get spoiled for anything. Obviously, I'm doing 2 Secret Santas, one for my Patreon and one for Spoops' Patreon. So yeah, I wanted to get the Secret Santa ones out of the way so I can thank them, obviously. So I've had one already from my own Secret Santa, but I've still waiting on Spoops' one. So yeah, I've been having George open them, tell me who they're from, and if it's from a Secret Santa. And also who they're from, just so I can say thank you to people and say that I've not opened it yet, because I'm going to open them on the 23rd after my exam. And I'm going to film it, it's going to be a haul. So you need to take the whole thing off, and there should be a bar in there.
The thing is, right, some of these screws are so fucking rusted.
Really?
That the screwdriver, like, it's going in, but it's not, like, sticking to anything.
Right. When you take it off, there should be a bar. You'll need to, like, turn the bar and, like, pull it towards you, because that's the latch.
Okay.
And he said to ring him back if it's not working.
I'm getting a fucking fire brigade now.
Well, I've texted the landlord as well, but I'll see you in a bit. I did it, guys. Ro, the DIY queen, has saved her husband from perdition. Look at the door. It's crazy. My battery's about to die because I filmed so much today. But I'll get George to film on his now. Hello everyone. I have just finished reading Hollowpox, which is the third book to the Nevermoor series. Obviously, there are only 3 out. So now I am very disappointed because I have to wait a whole year until the new one is out. And I feel sorry for anyone who read this when it first came out, because it first came out a year ago, which means whoever has read this as soon as it came out will have to have waited 2 years to read the sequel. So obviously these are the end papers, which are like little feathers, and we do have the beautiful jacket, naked without the jacket, hardcover as per usual. So I just wanted to show you guys that as well. This series genuinely I think could become a yearly reread for me. I think I will definitely be rereading this before the 4th one, simply because it gives me that amount of whimsy and magic mixed with that tiny little bit of like a middle grade creepy that still is quite scary for an adult. Again, I hate to keep bringing up Harry Potter, but this could genuinely replace it for a new generation. The amount of whimsy, the amount of magic, the character growth, the villain, like the intrigue on like what the villain keeps talking about. He keeps saying like there's something worse than him out there, like he wants an heir to his kind of Wondersmith empire, I guess. He wants to take over Nevermoor, he wants to be in charge, blah blah blah. Why is Morrigan the chosen one out of all of those kids? Like, I just love this series so much. And Hollowpox was no different to the other two. The Nevermoor, for me, the first book, I think is still my favourite. That could be because I have read it before though, so I have read it twice now. And obviously the second two, this is my first time reading them. But Nevermoor itself, the fact that it has a Christmas section in it, the fact that it's like all trials to get in, that is my favourite trope, so to say. Oh, just each book has its own kind of, it's just, like, I'm genuinely struggling for words, but each book has its own thing that's like, obviously there's a conflict in each book that's different, but each one has been ever so slightly like quite creepy, and like people have died. I know I said this in previous clips, but like this series is not afraid to have like the villain kill people. It's not, quite a lot of middle grade, I feel, almost skews too young and shies away from killing people. I mean, maybe I shouldn't be like asking for that in children's books. That's me as an adult asking for that, obviously. But the amount that Jessica Townsend like peppers in there is just enough to make you genuinely scared of Ezra Squall and of just genuine things going on, like the market in the second one. This is masterfully written, it's masterfully crafted. It says on the front it's an internationally best-selling series, and I think I saw recently that it broke the New York Times best-selling series list, which is notoriously hard to hit because it's got like Percy Jackson on there, it's got like Harry Potter on there, Diary of a Wimpy Kid, like so many of these iconic series from when I was a kid are still on that list today. The series as a whole it bumped into number 10. I don't know how long ago it was because it was on her Twitter, but I don't know if she uses it that often, so it may have been an old tweet but just was high up on her timeline. But yeah, I'm just like, it deserves it. And genuinely, for any of my viewers who like are not interested in middle grade or like are just a bit like, it's just all a bit like childish for me or anything like that, if anyone has even been slightly thinking about getting into middle grade, then please, Nevermoor is probably your best shot at falling in love with middle grade and then going on to try other things. Amari and the Night Brothers, I would say, is a very similar vibe. I'd say maybe not quite as magical and whimsical, but definitely has the action and adventure with a set of trials, and then like a found family kind of vibe as well, with friends, new friends, and discovering new powers and things like that. It's definitely that kind of vibe. So those two series, I'm so excited for the Amari's sequel. I almost want to reread them straight away. I think I will read them physically next, because I don't know if you guys remember, but earlier in the video I mentioned I was listening to them on audio. I listened to all 3 of them on audiobook. The audio is incredible. Gemma Whelan does so many good accents, just like thrown in here and there, so many voices. It really brings the story to life. I can't name you another person who has like done that many accents, and it's not like overload. It's not like, oh god, another different accent. It's just like such good storytelling. I think she does a masterful narration of these stories, and even just the inflection she puts into different characters' voices. It's as if she's being directed by like a director, which I don't know if audiobook narrators are, but whenever I've listened to an audiobook, like every single audiobook I've ever listened to, I've never really got the impression that they've done more takes with a director being like, oh, maybe try it this way, you know, like they would in a film. I mean, it must just come naturally to her, because she just picks the way that especially Ezra Squall, the villain, speaks. Like the very slow, calm voice that she gives him is so creepy. I just think that they're so good. So yeah, I don't really have much else to say about these ones, but thank you for watching this video. It's probably quite a long vlog, but it's been a while since I've done one, so I hope you have enjoyed having me back in your inbox. Don't forget that there is an Ana Luisa link in the description. They have a buy one, get one 60% off sale at the moment. I've got my ear cuff on, I've got my ring on. I've actually put it onto my index finger now because it fits both my index and my middle, because I was just like, oh, I fancy something different, you know, versatile. So yeah, don't forget that link is in the description right at the top. And yeah, if you enjoyed this video, please do give it a like, comment a little umbrella emoji. If you were here but you didn't really have anything to say, but you wanted to let me know that you were here, make sure you subscribe so you get all of the future content from me. Everything's going to be back on track since exams are over. All of my links are in the description, including my Patreon. If you don't know what goes on my Patreon, then this is what you're missing out on.
I want to ask people this, because when there was a Lint advert on, she bit into it. I just popped the whole thing in my mouth and then it like melts in my mouth.
If you're going to eat them, you've got to, that sounds wrong, you've got to suck them.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. And I was like, maybe I should just let it melt in my mouth. Why are people biting into Lints? Banned.
Speaking of my Patreon, I want to give a huge shout out to everyone at my Daisies here. So that is Becca, Meg, Rachel, Lisa, Lydia, Mercy, Sarah, Tori, Liv, Adinda, Celeste, Kay, Marloose, and Britt. Thank you guys so much for all of your support, and I'll see you in another video. Bye!